In a quiet little meadow, surrounded by wildflowers and soft rolling hills, lived a white bunny named Theo. He was the only child of his loving mother, who adored him more than anything in the world. From the moment Theo was born, his mother had been his protector, his teacher, and his biggest fan. But Theo wasn't an easy child. He was wild, full of energy, always getting into trouble.
Theo, don't climb that tree, you'll get hurt. Theo, don't hop too far, you'll get lost.
And yet, no matter how many times he disobeyed, no matter how much he rolled his little eyes at her concern, his mother would always scoop him up in her arms and whisper,
"No matter how old you get, you will always be my baby, and I love you."
Every day after school, Theo's mother would wait for him outside the burrow, her soft smile lighting up when she saw him.
"How was school today, sweetheart?"
she'd ask, walking home beside him. But as Theo grew older, he started pulling away. He saw the other young bunnies walking home alone, laughing with their friends. None of them had their mothers waiting for them.
They'll think I'm a mama's boy.
So he started keeping his distance. If she reached out to fix his fur, he'd step away. If she tried to hold his paw while walking, he'd shove it into his pockets.
Mom, stop smothering me.
"No matter how old you get, you will always be my baby, and I love you."
Years passed. Theo grew up and left the meadow, moving to a big, busy city to work. He was finally independent, finally treated like an adult. His mother would call often, her voice warm and gentle through the phone.
"How are you, my love? Are you eating well?"
I'm busy, Mom.
He'd reply, barely listening. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months. Slowly, Theo stopped answering her calls. One day, after a particularly stressful day at work, Theo came home feeling exhausted and irritated. And there, standing in front of his house, was his mother. Her fur was a little duller now, her eyes tired, but still filled with love.
Mom, what are you doing here?
He asked, his ears twitching in frustration.
"I tried calling, but you never answered. I just wanted to see you. I missed you."
Theo sighed, rubbing his forehead.
You should have called first.
"Would you have answered?"
He looked away.
Mom, I had a bad day. I'm not in the mood for this right now.
"That's okay. I just wanted to see you, to make sure you're eating well. You look a little skinny, sweetheart."
Mom, stop treating me like a child. I'm not your baby anymore.
His mother was quiet for a moment. Then she placed a gentle paw on his cheek and whispered,
"No matter how old you get, you will always be my baby, and I love you. I'll go now. Goodbye, Theo."
And just like that, she turned and walked away. Weeks passed. Theo noticed something strange. His mother hadn't called.
Maybe she finally realized I'm an adult now.
But then, one evening his phone rang, an unknown number.
Hello?
Mr. Theo, this is Dr. Burrows. I'm so sorry to inform you, but your mother has passed away.
The world stopped. Theo's breath caught in his throat. His legs felt weak.
What?
The doctor continued, but Theo barely heard. His mother, his gentle, loving mother, was gone. Forever. Tears streamed down his face as memories rushed back. His mother chasing him as a child, laughing as he ran wild. Her standing at the school gates, always waiting, always smiling. Her soft voice whispering, "No matter how old you get, you will always be my baby." And then, his last words to her. Last words to...
Stop treating me like a child.
He sank to the floor, sobbing. He had spent so much time pushing her away, so desperate to be seen as an adult, that he never realized. She only showed love. And now, she was gone. The calls he ignored, the texts he brushed off, the hug he refused the last time he saw her. All he wanted now was one more chance. But some chances never come again. Love your family while you can. Never take their presence for granted, because one day, you won't have another chance to say I love you. And no matter how old you get, you will always be someone's baby. Hit like and subscribe for more videos.